you decide to go with Connor on the line with Taylor and Teddy, it's kind of speculated, but just what's your thought process and why you think that could work?
I'm not sure it can work. I hope it can work. But I know that Pouliot, Nuge, Hopkins, and Eberle had a good finish to last year when they were together. So there's some familiarity there. They played well at both ends of the rink for the most part, and I like that. I think that Connor and Taylor have had a little bit of chemistry throughout their summer, and that might help. And Teddy has the ability to shoot the puck, and if we get him using his size, that can be a factor as well for that line. The interesting line for me is the Draisaitl, Lander, Yakupov line. If we can get them gelling and playing the right way, they could be very dangerous. So that's a goal of ours anyhow.
Sorry, Todd.
No problem.
When you go through your lines, I mean, the Purcell, Hall, McDavid was automatic for you?
No.
What's your process in eventually deciding on those two wingers?
Well, we look at the speed and size pace on a line. We look at hands and where the puck may get distributed a little bit more. We look at the ability to finish, and familiarity a little bit, comfort early in the season. We also have to look at how we roll our lines out. Nuge has done a fairly good job against some fairly big centermen in the league right now, playing on both sides of the puck. That would be a big task to ask Connor to do. And if Leon and Ladner are going to play in the middle, back and forth, that's still a big task for them. So we also look at how we might play groupings against the opposition.
Purcell played with some pretty high-profile guys in Tampa Bay as well. How much weight did that hold in that decision to maybe try this line out? Well,
it's been a little while since Teddy's done that there. We're giving him an opportunity that he needs to take advantage of, playing with those two. And I think he's excited about it. We'll see how it goes in games and practices. What we all have to understand is those lines are very fluid. We didn't even scrimmage today, so there was really no evaluation tool to see if they had chemistry or not. It was a lot about concepts and setting standards more than anything. And later on, that will happen.
Do you feel it was mission accomplished in terms of what you wanted to communicate to the players and how you wanted to see them perform very early?
I liked the day. I think we were happy in getting our message across concept-wise. It's a feel-out process. They're going to figure out what makes the staff happy and what makes them not so happy, and vice versa. So that's going to take some time. I thought the players showed up engaged, ready, and their effort for the most part was very honest, and that's all we can ask of them.
So when they're maybe not doing what you need them to do, it's important to drop the hammer now and then if you have to?
You know what, we have to bark a little bit. They have to understand what's acceptable and unacceptable. And the first thing is getting organized and being ready to go in a drill situation. And we were a little bit sloppy there, and it took one bark, and they were prepared. And that's a detail I think that's real important. The difference between learning and engaging, there were moments where we had to really slow down today and teach some of our principles. But then right after that, we asked them to engage, and they were really good in that situation. So I think mission accomplished day one.
So you, at one point, slowed it down to 4 guys coming out of the zone at a very slow pace in sort of an even line, and it looked like it's not something we see at a lot of NHL level practices. Slowing it down to that extent and teaching that skill, where are you going with that?
See, I don't think we're into an NHL practice yet. I really don't. We're into an NHL training camp, which is, for me, a little bit different. When we practice in October and we have some concepts and principles that we've grabbed onto, there should be pace and tempo. Today, there was a lot of setting guys up in the proper position, explaining to them why they're there, and getting them to grasp those concepts. So our pace and our practice should go up immensely later on. Right now was a teaching moment. I think that was in the special teams practice where we walked guys through their responsibilities for a power play breakout and some concepts, some ideas through the neutral zone.